baby. Finally.
And blessed me with a buck today.
They are indeed still chasing does.
Find the sign, find the box.
Drop it.
There's no denying. We are in the best time of year. Let's get it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Michigan Outdoors Report, Rut Report. We are in week number 6. Hopefully y'all been following along. Before we get the ball rolling, make sure you click on that like and subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure that you check us out on Facebook. Every Sunday we put up a post for the Rut Report. We'd love to hear what's going on in your neck of the woods, so make sure you're leaving those comments. The posts are zone specific, so make sure you put them in the right section. Let's get this party started. Firearm season just kicked off. We're getting reports from all over the state of chasing going on, new sign popping up, bucks hitting the dirt. It's a great time to be in the woods. So let's get this party started. Take it away, fellas.
Hey everybody, Tim checking back in, covering the West Michigan report. Overall, it sounds like coming out of the weekend, especially in Newaygo County, got a lot of reports out of Newaygo of just slow activity overall. Very little rut activity happening out there in the firearm woods from the stand. I can report to you coming from Sheboygan County, where I'm at, up in the northern tip of the mitt here. It was a slow day. I counted less than 10 shots. I think I counted 7. It was definitely less than 10 the entire day. The weather did not help. In the state of Michigan is much warmer than it usually is for a firearm opener, and then we had a lot of strong winds that we had to deal with also. So outside of Newaygo County, there was also numerous reports of just a very slow start to the firearm opener. There was a few reports that came in. It sounds like your rut activity, I think your bucks are on lockdown, a lot of nocturnal movement also. But there are some hot does running around, and we did have some guys seeing some success. So just a few reports here. Amber Leah out of Osceola County. Worst hunting in 10 years of hunting, virtually no does and even less bucks. Went most days during bow, no deer. Opening day, maybe a dozen shots all day around us. No deer on our 40 acres for the first time, heard his way down. Other hunters stated the same. Eric Richards always gives us a nice report here, and he's reporting for Newaygo, Oceana, and Muskegon. I saw way more rut action the first week of November than now. Now I see does and fawns milling for acorns, buck activity only nocturnal, scrape action non-existent. Didn't see much of a seek phase. A few more reports here too. We did have some success here. Cody Everingham out of Ionia County, opening morning, shot this buck. Pretty nice little buck here. Was warm and didn't see much going on, but he came right in. And then another one here out of Newaygo County, Amanda Danley. This is a nice buck. She got this one chasing. She let a few walk, but decided she was going to harvest this deer. This deer went about 80 yards just before dark on opening day. So congratulations, Amanda. Nice job. One here out of Ottawa County, caught up to this guy on opening day, and he was cruising during the middle of the day there. So a little bit of success coming out of West Michigan, but overall the reports were just slow. Hopefully things pick up. The weather doesn't appear to be changing. It's going to be a little more mild again into Thanksgiving, it appears. So we'll see. The only way to get it done is to get out in the woods and just be there at the right time in the right place. So best of luck. Remember to wear your orange and be safe out there.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Michigan Outdoors Report, Rut Report for week 6. What's been going on around me? So I live in Tuscola County, as everybody knows. Honestly, today was the first day I've really seen any buck activity at all in a couple weeks. And all of a sudden I have a couple real nice ones showed up on camera today during the middle of the day while I was at work. So I shot out there tonight, sat for a couple hours after I got out of work. Didn't see anything. Saw one little 4-point come running through the apple orchard, and had one that I'm nicknaming Black Butt because I got a deer youngster that's got he picks his tail up, he doesn't have a white tail. It's all black. So see what he ends up turning into. But as far as the rut report, I will be covering, as usual, Zone 1 or the southwest corner of Michigan. First one we have in today is Ty James. Comes in with this picture out of Allegan County. Said he watched him chasing does last couple days of bow season. It's kind of nice when they're out of range in bow and you do get a chance to give them the old pew-pew at a little bit longer range. But beautiful buck. Congratulations, Ty. Next person that jumped on there was Bob Pratt out of Hillsdale County. And look at this heavy boy. So Bob sent in this picture, and he actually said that there was a lot of activity on opening day. He had does bleeding around him to bucks grunting. Said he saw 7 different bucks in full rutting activities, chasing does, getting wild and crazy. So he shot this one. Beautiful buck, Bob. Very heavy. Not super long times, but very heavy deer. I'm guessing you were probably, to me, it looks like you were probably hunting some swampy areas as far as his growth and just the color. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but correct me if I'm wrong. I've been proven wrong before. Promise you. And lastly, Theron Barlow, out of Berry County, says that the bucks are chasing the does really good. So, hey, it's picking up. I personally think that we actually hit rut right on the head in the rifle season this year. I believe that my property is going to pick up, excuse me, very, very shortly here. I'm still waiting on that corn to get cut. If these farmers out here in Tuscola County get the corn cut, might see a couple more deers up in her, but what can I say? Bigger bucks are starting to move in daytime. The big 8-point that I had today, he was in there at 11:20 or 10:20 something this morning. He came back at 2:30. I've got a big double brow time buck, or excuse me, double G2 buck that he's got a split right there, but he got busted off. He was in 4 or 5 times today on camera. And then I also had another real nice 8-point that popped in about 6:30 this morning in the dark still. So they're moving. The bigger bucks are starting to get up on their feet. Young guys are still all over the cameras, but you know, they're, like I said, that little 4-point came chasing through, and I did put out a little bit of buck baits tonight and kind of stopped him a little bit. He was nose up in the air, kind of smelling over in that direction, but he just kind of kept on moving. So as far as I'm concerned, I think we're finally actually hitting the rut, if not the beginning, right on the edge for some people into the peak. I think it's going to get fun now. So everybody get out there. You can't shoot them from the couch. Be safe. Wear your harnesses. Shoot them straight. God bless everybody. We love you all, and keep sending the reports in. Congratulations to everybody who harvested well on opening day of rifle season. We'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Dennis Poet. This report is for Southeast Michigan. We got a real nice picture sent to us. There's been bucks dropping all over the place in Southeast Michigan since the gun season opened up. First pic that was sent to us is Josh Kermel. He shot this deer at 8:30 opening morning in Oakland County. He says it came in to check on a spike, and that's pretty much all she wrote. He double lunged this deer. And funny thing is, it ran in a circle and then dropped right back where he originally shot the deer. Pretty cool story there, Josh. Congratulations. We got another picture sent to us of another harvest. Joe McNutt shot this deer at 7:30 in the morning, opening day. He said this fella just came walking right in, and he hit him with a 12-gauge slug at 45 yards and dropped him in his tracks in Ingham County. Congratulations, Joe. Next up, we got another real nice pic sent to us. It was out of Monroe County. His name is Charles Justice. Opening morning, and this doe came in out into the field and had this buck chasing her. And he was able to take both of these deer. That's a great morning. I tell you, man, I would love to have something like that happen to me. Congratulations, Charles. My report comes out of Wayne County. Since opening day started, I didn't see much the first 2 days. The last couple days that I've been out, I've been seeing all kinds of action, nose to the ground. I've heard some grunting. There's been a lot of action the last couple of days. It's starting to pick up, but it's all been small deer. I haven't seen anything yet that I want to shoot, but we got lots of time still. Hopefully it works out for me. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys sending us your stories and your pics. We love to hear from you. Till next time, this is Dennis Poet.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Week 6, covering Zone 5. So, it's been kind of a strange year. There's been a lot of reports of people seeing absolutely nothing, and then there's been reports of people are getting after it, getting on the deer right away. Been kind of a strange season. So, let's get into it. Let's see what the viewers have got to say. We got Chris Miller out of Benzie County says absolutely nothing. Another report coming, Greg Green out of Gagetown. High winds seem to have had the deer laying low, seeing little to no activity, very few shots today. Joe Taylor out of Manistee. Manistee County, very windy, super slow, not too many shots in 2 days, haven't seen any deer to give a rut report. We've got Bill out of Ogemaw County, says rut's on. Ruby Lar, hit and miss, Missaukee County, ramping up though, I believe. And it seems to be the same. Really, it's kind of weird. It's a strange season. Brian Puckett, not seeing anything in Manistee County. But then we've got some pretty good reports and pictures sent in here. Mike Pinwo, nice little 8-point Missaukee County shot opening evening. And then we also have Michael out of Roscommon. Came in with his nose to the ground. Nice little buck. Will Bates came out about 10 minutes after a doe went through, nose to the ground, and hot on her tail, Roscommon County. Eric Chapman, wife shot a 7-point opening evening. I grunted him in for her, and she did the rest. Had a wound on the top of its back, assuming from bow season, Mason County. That's a nice buck, Rachel. And yeah, it's kind of consistent. I mean, it's hit and miss. Manistee County again, wind screaming to playing a factor. Mature bucks are locked down with does, lesser bucks still cruising. So there's kind of a 50-50 coming out of Manistee County. And then you got Steve out of Leelanau County. He's got a picture of a buck here. Says he just finished beating up a tree, nose to the ground, not even looking around. That time of year, you never know what's going to happen. But for me, opening day, I sat sun up to sundown. I did not see anything at all. Sunday, same thing. It was dead quiet. I think between Saturday and Sunday, I heard maybe 20, 25 shots, which for my area is kind of strange because normally it sounds like a war zone around here opening day, but it was pretty quiet. Monday I went out, got out early afternoon, about 3:30 or so. I had a group of does come in, and they were actually grouped up. It was 4 of them, 2 real nice mature does, and then a couple of yearlings, and I ended up harvesting one of the mature does. And then last night I went out. It was another dead calm night. Winds were kind of breezy there for a little bit, but then it died off, and that last hour or so it was super still. You could hear a pin drop and didn't see absolutely nothing. So it's that time of year. I mean, you got to be at the right place at the right time, and you definitely got to be in the woods if you're trying to fill a tag. So if you're out there, good luck.
What's going on, guys? Bill here checking in for this week's rut report for Zone 4, coming to you from Bay County. Hopefully you guys had a great opening weekend. I made it out and it was incredibly slow. Seen a handful of does, didn't really see much of anything actually. I think over the whole weekend I seen six or seven does and 2 spikes. Didn't seem like much was moving for me this weekend. Granted, the weather wasn't very good either. But we had some really good reports. Brad Smith out of Saginaw County said as he was out, he noticed a lot of deer chasing. So that's intriguing. And then Jason Smith, I'll have the picture put up. He shot a beautiful buck in Saginaw County, and he said it was hot on a doe. Other reports from Sanilac County, it's still pretty hot there. I'm hearing mixed signals from Bay County. I'm not sure if it's the rifle pressure, all the guys in the woods, but it definitely seems to have impacted movement, at least in my area. So hopefully in the coming days or so, as more and more hunters start to get out of the woods, I know a lot of people take this week off. So maybe as more and more of the hunters start to go back home for, get back to work and stuff, that movement starts to pick back up. But aside from that, I'd say we're starting to make our downhill trend, and then by the end of the month we'll have that one last little blip of it, and then it'll be here and gone. So good luck to you guys out there. Take it easy, be safe, good luck.
Hey everybody, Jordan Hoover here from Michigan Outdoors Report with your UP Rut Report. As expected, the firearm opener on Saturday morning was full of fireworks. Bucks were chasing, they were in high gear, and it was a ball of fire. We had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. I would expect this trend to continue over the span of the next week or so, perhaps dipping slightly, if at all. There's still lots of bucks out there. If you got a chance to get in the stand and get that seat time in, don't miss your opportunity. It's a great time of year, and there's nothing like hunting the peak of the rut. That's all for the UP. We'll see you next week.
Well, once again, thanks everybody for sharing your reports. Didn't sound like it was too promising throughout most of the state, but we do appreciate hearing what's going on, everybody out there in the woods from all across the state of Michigan. So we want to thank you for sharing your pictures, your reports, any videos that you send into us. We truly appreciate it. Remember, every Sunday on Facebook, we drop our Rut Report posts. Please make sure you're dropping your reports in the correct zone. It helps to keep this thing organized and for people to follow along too. So check that out, Facebook. We start dropping those in the afternoon through the evening, and you can check it out there. So as a reminder, we are available on Spotify. You can listen to us as you're driving to and fro. And again, always on YouTube. So thanks again for watching. We'll be back next week with another Rut Report.